Today I have Donkey Kong Jr. on the board. It is, let's see, it's just my friend contacted you about this. He's the one who knows the technical details. Okay. The Snapjaws are just falling from the sky and not on the vines. Donkey Kong is in pieces, move independently. In general, things are not lining up. Okay, so it sounds like we have maybe a RAM issue or something else. Let's put this up on the monitor and see what we have. All right, hopefully the red will show in my monitor, or the blue. There we go. So I'm going to move the screen, center it. I always do. So far, so good. Oh, I see. We've got Snapjaws kind of just stuck there. All right. Oh, they move every once in a while. So this looks like... So the sprites aren't moving very well. Let's coin up a game and see what we have. Oh, that's interesting. All right, so the Snapjaws only move every, I don't know, 10th or 16th, I don't know. Every so often they move. All right. So a lot of times this will be the 2148s on the video board, or what I suspect, but it could be counters too. Let's see. I've never quite seen this happen where some of the sprites move fine and others don't. So the game character moves fine. Everything's in the right spot. It's just the motion is wrong. Let's see. Let's see what I can pick out here. Okay. I'm playing with the address lines on the, or the data lines on the 2148s. Doesn't seem to make much difference at all. Right. I'm basically shorting different legs on the 283s together. Okay, so I need to find the counters here. Here's one. I'm not seeing anything. What in the world is going on? Okay. Hold on a second. Looks like my logic probe is not getting powered for some reason. I'm going to fix that and then I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I want to look at these. There's some counters here. So let me check the outputs. have the sprites right here. That's not fine. There's a bunch here, 163s. We can look at those. There's some back here. Okay. So this area of the board here is where these sprites live, and I'm not sure what's going on here. It's like a counter's not incrementing, so we're shorted together. We've got 157s, 186s, a couple 163s here. These are the horizontal sync, vertical sync, I guess. These vertical sync. I'm going to have to look at the schematics a little bit and try to figure out what's going on here, why the Snapjaws, they're not in the right position, and it could be these two layers or something that drives them. Seems a little interesting. Maybe this 09 too. All right, let me do some looking at the schematics. Be right back. Alright, I'm looking at the schematics here in this area. We've got these four 283s. They all have the H signals and the V signals coming into them. And then they access this data and put it on the it's sliced out by these two 299s, and then it's put on the screen out here. Fed back up. So I'm going to check these signals. There's a bunch of them. HD 0 through 7, HD 0 through 7 over here, and one VFC and 7 VFC. Hopefully they're all there. I'll let you know if something's missing. The HD signals also come up to this 373. All right, we're back. All right, we're back. What I did, those Snapjaws are just all messed up. So I started looking at the CPU board, the video board, everything seems to be fine. I said, well, why don't I just throw the high score save tester in there? And here's what I get. It says 3B, bad. And it's random. Sometimes it's 09. Most of the time it's 9. Sometimes it's a little different. So I just took a 2114. And let me show you what I did. So here's that 2114 3B. Just jumper this. And it now passes the RAM test. Okay. Well, it looks like my monitor decided it doesn't like blue anymore. Time to fix that. Come on. Oh, there we go. I got a bad connection still. Whoops. All right, so the blue's back. And now the game plays. So I'm going to replace that 2114, put the CPU back in the socket, and we'll see what's happening. So it looks like it's not the RAMs, it's not the logic on the video board, it's one of these 2114s. It'll take me forever to try to figure that out without this high score save kit. It tests all the RAMs on boot up. It doesn't always catch everything, but it sure catches a lot. And all right, I got my 270 or my 472D Hacko fired up in my soldering station. So let me pull this board off the back plane, and then we'll replace that RAM right here. You can see I had the 82S09s out. It wasn't one of those. It just turned out to be a silly little 2114. Put this back in. This takes a minute to get off the back plane. Got to be real careful with these. If it's cold or these are brittle, you just have to work them out real slow because they'll break. All right. Okay. 3B. Yeah, all the counters on the video board, everything seemed to be right. This has got to be something else. I could have been here for days looking at the wrong board. What I should have done, what I do a lot of times, is I'll throw that thing in right at the get-go. But even better than that, I try to keep a working board set around so I can marry my good set with the problematic board, and then I would have known right away which board was bad. Let's see. All right. I got one pin that's hanging on. Well, what pin is that? Looks like this one right here. Got to be careful removing these. There you go. Never pry against the board. Always kind of lift up, you know, if wherever direction you can, against a resistor or, you know, another piece of another, you know, an instrument or something. Because the last thing you want to do is dig up one of those traces. Then you got a lot of repair work. There we go. Where did I put my solder? Ah. Looks like we got a pad that lifted off. A couple of them. You got to be careful with these pads too. You know, they don't always want to get heated. You know, maybe I just I was a little rough. I try not to when I desolder, I try not to put much pressure on the pads. All right. All right, that looks good. We've got the CPU back in the board. I'm just going to let it sit up on top of those standoffs. And let's put it up on the screen and see what we have. Well, that's interesting. So what did I do here? Oh, make sure all that's on. Huh. Well, we may have another problem. Maybe that pad didn't get put back. Oh, that's interesting. All right, let me check my work. All right. Okay, it looks like maybe pin 17 didn't take solder. Let's check it out again. I may have to check those traces. Maybe I pulled something up and didn't realize it. All right, here we go. All right, so it was the one pin on the chip that didn't take solder where the pad came up. I hit it from the top, and now we've got our Snapjaws back. This is wonderful. Right on. Well, let me hang this up, and we'll start a game and see what we got. Oops. It's been a long time since I played this sideways. Oops. Whoops. Oh man, I got a lot of lives here. He's got it set to 6 lives or something. I'll just leave it there. Come on. Oh. It's crazy, huh? Last live. Let's see if I can make it. Whoops. All right, so that's not too bad. We poked around on the video board. We thought maybe it was a counter, because I was the Snapjaws weren't moving. The automatic motion sprites weren't moving correctly, and they were all stuck in one. They were stuck on the same sprite. So. Checked all the counters, everything checked out, and finally came to the video board or the CPU board, and pulled the CPU and tried a high score kit, which I should have done in the first place, and boom, it told me that the RAM at 3B was bad. We replaced it, and we're good to go. This board, I'll let it run for a few hours. I'm going to put it back on the back plate, and it'll go back tomorrow. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and you have a good day. Bye now.